Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time it's Danger with 1,298 rating versus John Calicus 1998 with 1,635 rating, so it's going to be another higher to DB video, and let's hop right in. We're going to see them tie a whole bunch, and then Danger wins the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. 40, 52, so he's probably on combo. The opening hand is Levianeer, Recharger, Gamma, World Legacy Guard Dragon, and Noctovision. So this is full combo. Nocto plus like any normal summon like this is really good. It lets you dodge like Gamma on the Romulus, or like Ash, and then he has Dark Ruler, Researcher, Foolish, Talents, and Guardian. Rock is one of the only decks that can break the other like big boards. They can drop stuff like Dark Ruler, then get the tackle and tackle out the Buster Lock. So, well, we see this in his hand already. Like, he has Dark Ruler to negate the board, then Foolish to dump tackle, and then he can have Guardian plus Researcher to full combo. Maybe like the Levianeer hits something. Maybe he's going for a different combo that rips a card. Another one, we don't know. Goes for Striker Nocto. This deck does have a lot of options for his combo. Then goes for Romulus. Romulus and Nocto. Draws Abs. Adds Ravine. I don't know if he added the Ravine just because he drew Abs, or if it's because he's just not playing lands to cut on bricks. Ravine, discard Abs to dump black metal. Adds Tracer off the Abs. Then World Legacy Guard Dragon, bring out black metal. Then links in the LP, black metal, add red MD. Then LP effect to bring out Phalanx. No, so he does play the lands. Alright, well, this is still combo. Yeah, he's going to remove the LP off board with the red MD. Then go on the link cross effect, bring out tokens. Then goes in the metal effect, bring out Phalanx. Then he's gonna go in the needle effect, bring out red rose. I like the red rose and white rose package, because like even if you draw them, they're still just dragons, and the white rose is still an extender most of the time. If you're playing, then most of the time it's an extender. Like if you draw this plus White Rose or Tracer. But he's going to make Herald, then red's going to bring out white. Banishes 3 darks, go for Levianeer, and he's going to use the effect. And that's going to rip the Foolish out of hand. So he did hit one of the 2 cards he needed to hit, but Researcher can still mill and maybe hit tackle. People have cut down the 1 tackle in most lists. It's there just for like the utility of like being able to put it under Dweller, or it going second being so well. So it's gonna be kind of hard to hit if he's just playing it as a one of, but we don't know. Goes in the Union Carrier, activate Boot, bring out Tracer. Tracer pop the World Legacy Guard Dragon, to special summon out Recharger. Then Synchro and the Savage, effect to equip Needle. Then Union Carrier on Red MD to equip Buster. He's equipping it to Red MD because if he equips it to Savage, his opponent is already going to try outing Savage with like a tackle book. So if they're forced to use tackle on red MD instead of Savage, you can obviously tell how that's just better. Like protecting your negate in that situation is better. Even if this has less attack, they're still not just gonna be able to beat over something with 2,800 or 3,800. I'm not, because it has the Union Carrier equip. Draws another Talons. That's not gonna help. He's gonna Dark Ruler. And then normal summon Guardian, special summon out Researcher, and then Researcher effect. Oh, he hits the tackle, and then He could go for Raptite or Needle Fiber afterwards. But he has to, obviously, he can't overlay. Yeah, I was going to say, obviously, he has to attack first because he can't just, like, overlay to get this engraver, synchro, or link with it. So he's going to go to battle phase, tackle, attack, savage. Takes 15. You can't bounce red MD to hand. Yeah, he's going to set the red MD, then research your beat over seal effect. It doesn't bounce anything because it's a on-field effect is negated, but then he's going to get the graveyard effect to bring out Brotar. And then Brotar effect, discard the dead Gamma to add Black Dragon. Then he's going to choose to beat over Brotar. And then Guardian, beat over Herald. And then he's going to bring back Brotar as an extra body. But I feel like this all just gets hit by access code. Because, like, that's this deck's game plan most of the time after it does a play like this, is just access code, wipe the board, and then end with a few negates, like maybe just like Savage, maybe Dweller, and then have just Block Engrave as like the best follow-up. But he's going to Needle, bring out O-Lion, then go on the Link Cross effect, bring out... He's thinking about if he wants to bring out 2 tokens. He's going to just bring out 1, then goes in the Metal and O-Lion, brings out Researcher and Token, and then goes in the Link Spider. Then gets rid of those 2 for Union Carrier, effect to equip Block, and then link it away. Goes for Cerberus. He's going to chain block, obviously, especially with like a free discard because he already has 1 Talons. Cerberus chain link 2, pop Union Carrier, draws Block Dragon. It's not a good draw because you can't summon it this turn anyways, and then he already has access to 1. But he's going to get to add the Weeping, the Seeker, and the Gigantus. Weeping's been getting cut a lot more. It's just not as good right now since everyone's on combo. And you pretty much just have like 1 turn to decide if you're going to live or not. Like, can you hand trap your opponent, or can you open up like Dark Ruler plus tackle to beat the board? Goes into Unicorn. Doesn't use effect. Banishes Guardian. Brings out Gigantus. Then goes into access code, and like I said, this is how he's probably planning on wiping most of the board. Banishes an earth, a light, and a dark, and a water. So that's pop 4. So that's just the whole board, like I said. And then passes turn. So it doesn't even have to end on a negate or anything. He could have summoned out the Seeker though, right? No, I guess he couldn't because he couldn't get like a Researcher on board. Yeah, never mind. He already went through Researcher that turn. Banish Link Cross, bring out Black Dragon. I think this is just game then, since you can't set up any negates. Go for Striker and Black, add White, or not Striker. Whoa, he's going to use Striker's second effect, though. Not like in that chain, obviously, but its second effect to try to grab back Recharger to get Red MD. And then Red MD, not too sure what this is going to bring out. Maybe like a Seal just as a link 2 to try to get up the sword quicker. Because his opponent's only at 6,500. Him being cut down some life points, the 15 off the tackle, could end up mattering a lot. Recharger, bring out Red MD, and then Red MD effect, bring out Seal, Banish Black, bring out White, And then Link 4 and the Sword. World Legacy Guard Dragon, bring out any, I was going to say any like level 4, and then just go in the Pisty. Then Pisty effect, bring out Red MD. Then Battle Phase, and we're going to see Rock admit defeat. That was kind of an insane game 1. Rocket, Dragon Link full comboed, and then Rock didn't full combo, but they broke the full board, popped everything on the board, left him with 1 card in hand, but it just wasn't enough. Now game 2, the opening hand is Reborn, Nib, Token Collector, Quick Launch, Nib. So this is pretty good. Does suck to see 2 Nib, but he can drop Nib and then drop Token Collector to destroy the Nib token to try to make it harder to get to Needle for his opponent. Or just like it gets rid of the tokens, so that way you can't just like summon block and then go into like IP or Cerberus. Then he has Block Dragon, Tenyi Spirit, Guardian, Seeker, Researcher. Yeah, this hand's really strong. He's definitely pushing through Nib Token Collector. For sure. Special summon Tenyi, normal summon Seeker. He's gonna use the effect. I guess special summoning like Researcher there would have just been better, because if he gets hit with Gamma on that, then he's forced to just banish Guardian, Researcher, and Seeker to summon out block, which I guess isn't even like that bad, because then he just goes into like Needle and Chain blocks anyhow. Hits Weeping off of that. He's playing Midfield Breaker, so we know he's not on like a Sekka build, because we saw Dark Ruler and Foolish stuff game 1. So he's just playing it to help combo through traps. Goes for Needle effect. Bring out O-Line. We started to see more Sekka's builds of this deck, because the deck can play Sekka's Light, 1 Midfield Breaker, and 1 Red Eyes Fusion. And if it draws Midfield Breaker, it's like the first thing the deck does anyways. Then if you draw Sekka's Light, it's just a Pot of Greed. And then the Fusion, if you like use Sekka's, then you can use Predaplant to dump the Fusion, so you don't even have to like activate it. It's a way to kind of like cheat the Sekka's Light, I guess, by using like a spell's effect but not activating it. Bringing out tokens. He's thinking on the token summon. He's going to let that go through. Goes for Metal. Metal, bring out O-Lion. He's going to drop Nib. He said, Nib if you want. I don't care. Drops the Nib. And then drops Token Collector. He's trying to like bring out Link Spider and stuff, but he's just not going to let him do that. Brings out Block Dragon, but he has the nasty Researcher in hand. He's going to get that effect. He would have need to like Ogre that and hope that it misses. Hits Guardian. Oh, that's that's pretty good. Because now you can just use Block and Researcher, go in the Needle, or Guardian plus Block to go in the IP. So he's just not caring about potential hand traps. Block at Giganta, Seeker, and Researcher. I guess you can be like, this deck only plays the highest impact hand traps in like the 52 card build. So he's probably not playing stuff like Ash. Banish Guardian, bring out Gigantus. Then Synchro on the Raptite. Uses Raptite effect. Hits Analyzer. Shows that there's Nib in his deck. And then Analyzer effect. Bring out Guardian. So now Danger knows game 3 is going to be playing against Nib. He's thinking He's going to use Analyzer, IP, and Guardian to go in the Access Code Talker. Gain 2,000, and then he's going to pop the board. Hand traps like these that put themselves on board are like Token Collector, Nib, and then Phantasmi's not like a hand trap, but it's like another card that puts itself on board for free. Cards like those I really like. So there's like free bodies to help you link up while also getting you advantage. It's going to bring out Seeker and then banish 3 to summon out block, and then use this block and Seeker to go in the Union Carrier. Union Carrier to equip Buster to Access Code. Look how weird this board is. This is a 0 negate rock board. I don't know. Feel like somehow this could have been done different. So where there could have been like a Savage on this board also. But I mean, this still isn't horrible. It's not easy to out the Buster lock. That's why something like Rock, they have like the tackle to out it. So that would be like really good here, but Dragons just don't have a tackle. So he's thinking here. He's going to use Monster Reborn. Wonder what he's going to use it on. Like target Seeker, try to like hit a rock. Maybe like Guardian. You can't use it on this. So it has to be special summoned by banishing rocks. Earth. Brings out Guardian off a Reborn. And then he's going to use it to attack over Union Carrier. He's going to set Quick Launch. End phase reveal Nib for Guardian. That's kind of wild. Also during the end phase, he should have used the effect to banish and hit Token Collector out of the graveyard, since he has O-Lion with Reptile. Banishes 2 with Access Code. He's going to pop Quick Launch and Guardian, and then uses Reptile effect. Hits Supplier, comes out in defense, and then he's just going to use the effect to add Guardian, and then normal summon that Guardian. Now moving on to game 3. We're going to see Dragon Link go first. The opening hand is Tracer, Droplet, Nocto Vision, Quick Launch, Nocto. It does suck to draw like 2 Nocto, but there's nothing you can really do about that. Like, you're not just going to play like 2 Nocto in 57 because you saw it at twice once. Then he has Imperm, Driver, Nib, Doki, Lightning Storm. So his hand, like, Nib plus Imperm is really strong, depending on when he uses it or like what board he tries going for. But it's gonna be good no matter what. It's gonna be better at some points, but it's gonna be good no matter what. And then he's gonna have Lightning Storm if the Nib gets outed to try to pop. And then he's gonna go Quick Launch. That's gonna bring out Recharger. Then get rid of Recharger for Striker Dragon, Nocto 2, Striker 1, add Boot. I love this card. This card's so free. I like its graveyard effect too. If you just have 5 rockets engraved and your opponent has 5 monsters, you can just boom summon them all. Nocto draws Lancia. That is not a horrible draw. I mean, it's there to stop Block Dragon, obviously. But I don't know. It's just not going to be super good right here. Uses Divine Lance to bring out the Phalanx, then goes in the Link Cross effect, bring out the tokens. Goes in the Metal effect, bring out Phalanx. So he's not dropping Nib here. I'm not sure. Feel like I would have just like Imperm the Romulus and then drop Nib later on. Or I guess just like hold it for Herald and then drop Nib when he gets to his guard dragons. Either way, Nib's getting dropped at the guard dragons. Goes for needle effect. This way makes him go through needle. Brings out red rose. Gets rid of red rose for LP. Then normal summon out tracer. Goes for striker dragon. Then uses LP effect. Brings out. He's actually letting this go through. Brotar effect, add Legionnaire. He's thinking. He's going to imperm on Herald and then drop Nib. That is so confusing. Why wouldn't you just, like, when they like have the arrows for LP, just like drop imperm on Herald, and then they go LP effect, you drop Nib, they don't get to whatever dragon from deck for free. Because no matter what they bring out, it's going to get them something for free. Like, I guess like the worst one you could have brought out is like Seyfried. Trying to go for like black and white dragon, then you drop Nib on summon, but then they still get Seyfried engraved for free. So I think that was a minor misplay. But it might not even end up mattering. He's thinking now. He's going to set Droplet and pass. Surprised he didn't. I guess he doesn't want to summon it because he doesn't want block to have something to crash into, but he would have Droplet to get rid of this. Yeah, he should have 100% should have just summoned this out by banishing Darks. And then, because that's what he's going to, that's what it would send with Droplet. So you don't want to send Boot with Droplet. That's just not good. You want to use Lancia for, yeah, I was going to say, you want to use Lancia for its actual effect. Just to stop block, to try to stay alive in case if they have a normal summon Seeker effect. He's going to allow that to go through. It misses. That's big. It's always so good when the Seeker hits like Doki or like Supplier or Guardian. Stuff that just is so good and so free. Like Supplier gives you a search. Guardian gives you a monster negate. Doki gives you another monster on board. Goes for needle effect, gets hit with Droplet. He's getting rid of the Boot, but he could have just summoned out the Legionnaire, and then he could have got rid of the Legionnaire with the Droplet. And then kept the Boot in hand. I feel like that would have been strong. It would have ripped a card out of hand too. And maybe that hits like he doesn't know like what the hand is, so the hand could have just been like really good. Legionnaire could have hit like a starter or an extender. Yeah, he's gonna use Needle to attack the token. The token has 1,000 defense. He forgot that the Needle attack is halved, so he's gonna lose some life points there. I don't think it's gonna end up mattering though. Draws Nib. It's a good draw. Not like exactly what he would want. He'd rather draw something like Seyfried, but if he had to draw a hand trap, this is definitely one of the better ones. This or like Lancia again. But maybe that is the only Lancia, and he just has one Lancia in the side deck for the Seal play. Because that play is very good versus a deck like Rocks or Dinos are invoked. Banishing 3 lights from the grave to summon out Legionnaire. And Legionnaire effect. Special summon back from his graveyard. Brings out Brotar. Brotar effect, getting rid of the card he drew for turn to add Black Dragon. Or Black Metal Dragon. Then he's going to link into Protector. Normal summon out Black Metal. Links in the Striker. He's going to get the search for Red MD. And then he's going to go in the Pisty with the Brotar, because he never made that turn 1. Adds Red MD. Links away the Brotar and the Pisty. And then he's going to get Pisty effect to bring out Tracer. Very common play. Banish Pisty, bring out Red MD. He said LP, Sword, Seyfried. Add Legionnaire. How, like, the LP would have to get special summoned off of the red MD. So he'd have to, like, go in the sword, and then red MD bring out LP, and then LP bring out Seyfried. But he's just gonna bring out Legionnaire off of the red eyes. I mean, you could still just use Legionnaire, or you could use red eyes, striker, and protector to go in the sword. It's gonna go in the seal. Tracer popped a Legionnaire to bring out Recharger. I'm happy to start seeing people play 2 Recharger. I've been on 2 Recharger for a while. You guys could see, like, I think it was like a month ago, like an old list of mine. I was playing 2 Recharger. Just because, like, this card is okay to draw, while something like Silver Rocket was just bad to draw. Because you're just never using their on-field effects. Maybe Magna Rocket to out your goon, but probably not. If you already have that stuff on board, then you probably just sort out it. Goes for metal off of the needle, and that's going to bring out Seeker. It's going to go in the Savage effect to equip needle. Battle phase, he's going to beat over both. He draws Dark Ruler. It's just not going to do anything, though. It's going to out the board. Dark Ruler, Lightning Storm. He's going to change Seal to tribute itself. Said Seal, trigger. Yeah. Passes, draws Chaos Space. Seyfried effect. Said, can you seal on lightning? I mean, yeah. Seal's a quick effect. Yeah, because he has a target on board to bounce with it. It's not an illegal activation because he can bounce his own cards. He doesn't have to, though, because it's negated. Seyfried is going to send Seyfried to add Seyfried, then Chaos Space, get rid of Seyfried to add Black Dragon. This Chaos Space is going to be very good. If it draws him an extender, too, that'd be even better. Seyfried to add back Legionnaire. Banish Seal, Seyfried, Protector, bring out Legionnaire with its old light effect, the Reborn. He's going to Reborn out the red MD, but this should be in defense. They made sure that it said in defense so that way it can't bring back links. Then red MD effect, bring back Romulus. Linking all 4, or linking all 3 into a link 4. Banish Nibs, summon out Black Dragon, battle phase. What does he mean you had game? This is still just game though. Because his needle fiber mistake just cost him game. Aw, that sucks. Like, imagine he would have been alive. Well, he would have just made Pisty. Oh, he already went through Pisty. I forgot. He went through Pisty last turn. Yeah. Wow. So, that sucks. I mean, he still had, like, Chaos Space to get a draw. So, he could have, like... I'm not... He definitely could have done something different. Just at some point throughout the turn, he would have banned a Striker Dragon. And Chaos Space, put it back, draw, go into Striker, Recharger, Savage, and that's enough. There's probably a whole bunch of different ways to go for game this turn. Possibly even the turn before. But that's going to be it for the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. The GB Grinder signing off. Peace.